as far as I know, in a state of when you're just like, say when I was doing tattoos back in the day, sometimes I'd go 2 weeks without doing tattoos. You know what I'm saying? And it's only been a week since I've sold my last painting. So basically, and this is all paintings that I feel like doing, that I want to do, that I'm getting paid for, and I'm chasing that route, and I'm continuing the same route. I'm not trying to go anywhere else but there. So, what I'm trying to also get at is my plans for the future and shit. Since I was, ever since like people told me, yo, you're gonna get big, blah blah blah. Remember me, and I do. I remember all of those people, bro. I don't remember everybody by name. I don't remember everybody's faces. I just know that there was always those people who said, you're gonna make it. Don't forget about me. It's hard not to forget that memory. You know what I'm saying? It's harder to remember, what they ate or some shit, but it feels damn near close knowing. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm trying to get at is, if I sell a painting for $250, my driver gets $60, right? I forgot about the chauffeur deals that I was trying to do. And if I look, one of the things that made me think about this was I was talking to this girl on TikTok, and she's a live streamer, and she added me back, and we talked, and she said that she was pissed because, like, and this is the same way what I'm doing right now. You know what I'm saying? She said she only gets paid. She only got paid 67 cents for 2 hours and 17 minutes or some shit. And I didn't know that that's how it went for them. At the same time, I kind of had an idea that, there's some people out there who make a lot of money, some of them don't make any money. So I remember, but hearing it from a girl who does this and wants it so bad and shit, right, is awakening to me. Not awakening, but it's like, I don't forget, right? I'm not gonna sit there and pretend that I haven't been talking about a chauffeur. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know. It's not that it's 150 for 2 hours. I didn't make up that fucking number. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm sitting here and I'm saying that if, if people can acknowledge that idea of me, getting around to that, people are like, what do you need a chauffeur? There's Ubers, blah blah. My friend drives me around, I pay him $60. But do you understand what I'm saying? People aren't acknowledging the deal. Now, if you do acknowledge the deal, you're acknowledging the fact that people do spend their money on crazy shit, which means, why wouldn't I? Like, ever since TikTok, Bigo, and actually just Bigo or whatever, I've always had that sense of wanting to work with like Drake, Cardi B, and shit like that. Well, you get a license to sell, you sell their records, you sell their posters, you sell their merch, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you have your shit on the side where you sell your paintings, your tattoos, whatever works, you know what I'm saying? If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Point is, you're trying to make some money, send you money for no reason. Now, if that person hits the jackpot and he's out there doing his thing and, spending his money carelessly, and he's giving money to somebody on TikTok for no reason. Now, get this. Even if someone did win the jackpot and he has his ex-girlfriend on his mind, what makes you think that spending money on random girls on TikTok is gonna make him feel any better? Because if it does, then he was never really an honest person to begin with. If money changes him that way, where it's like, you know what, I'm gonna just go ahead and forget about everything I do and just spend money carelessly and maybe pay someone else to do the work type shit, right? Now, it's an honest, good idea if you know what you're doing. But if you don't know what you're doing and you're like just making shit up as you go or whatever, then it's like not a good idea and shit, right? So, with me, I'm not gonna like stop doing paintings. I haven't won the lottery or nothing like that. I have shit that is valuable and this and this and that, but it's not gonna change the fact that I still wanna paint every day, that I wanna talk to girls, that I wanna, to get a chauffeur, shit like that. If you acknowledge that of what I do, of what isn't being acknowledged or some shit, it's gonna make it easier for me to wanna give them money, if that makes sense. Because, if I can get 250 from a painting and I give my driver 60 bucks, it's 150 for a chauffeur for 2 or 3 hours or some shit. It doesn't take me that long to go and buy a canvas. I'll have $40 left to go and buy a canvas, which is 2 canvases, 24 by 36. Those will fit in a limo or a car or whatever that is, right? They'll fit in there. You bring it home carefully. You're back there. You're in the back with them. You're making sure that they don't fucking poke holes. That they don't have holes in your canvases. You get 2 paintings done. You sell them for 500, right? 250 each. Sell it for 500. I give my driver 100 bucks. We go and we drop it off. I come back with, then it's 150 minus 400, which is, I just did the math, but I'm gonna do it again just so I can make a point on here. Where the fuck did my phone go? What the shit? Yeah, I'm gonna do the math just cause I need y'all to recognize where I'm at with all this. Alright, yo, where is my phone? I fucking had it. That is weird. That's weird. Fucking disappeared on me. Oh, I fucking magically reappeared on my ass. Alright, watch. I just did a good ass set earlier. That shit was crazy. I did 14 reps of the 60s. I did, about, I want to say 30 something reps. I can't remember what of the 40s. And then I did like 25 or 30 or some shit reps of the 30s. I went crazy, bro, on this one. Kind of like what I said at first I would do. Pretty much just maxed out on them. But like that's how I tried it at first. And then it worked out to just being 10, 20, 10, and then 40. But right now I went basically 20, 40, 30, Cause if I get paid more, my driver gets paid more. But the chauffeur stays the same. They always charge 150 for 2 hours. 400 minus, that's minus the driver, right? And then minus 150 for the chauffeur is 250 to to get material. Now minus 250 divided by 20, because that's how much the canvas is called, is 12. So I'll be able to buy 12 canvases on the second trip back over there. So I'm not gonna go farther than that. I'm trying to explain to y'all what the deal is. If I go and I buy it, if I sell these two paintings, it's $20 each. That's $40. Okay. I go and I buy one canvas and then a bunch of smaller ones, just to for like right now, for like what I'm doing and shit, right? Just to talk, kill some time, do little canvases here and there, all that shit. So I do a second trip. I make 250 in one trip, and in the second trip is 500. Okay, so get that right. 250, we'll say, plus 500 is 750, right? Now this shit seems easy to me, okay? 750 seems easy to me, but a lot of people might not acknowledge that. They don't think that it is easy to me. Anybody who thinks 750 is easy to make, like I'm talking about, you're just painting and shit. People respect your where you come from, how long you've been doing it, your background and shit on it, all that. If they don't respect it, then they obviously can't really see the idea of you paying 150 out of that 750 for a chauffeur, out of just bugging, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just to bug on the situation. So what makes you think that I'd want to give a girl any money for the fuck of it? Cause that's mainly what they do, bro. They want some money. I fucking go and I give a bartender like $100 tip or some shit, just cause I have it like that or some shit, right? I'm fucking getting fucked up. I spent $250 on drinks, on just like packs, just on 24 packs and shit, and then I'm spending another $100 on top for like for whatever it is, right? Like for the ride, for gas, whatever it is. You know, $20 tips on in pizza. You order pizza and shit. $50 for a fucking large pizza with all the toppings you want, and then $20 tip. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, why wouldn't I do the same for these girls? You know, I respect Drake. I'll go. I want to see them, support them. You know what I'm saying? If I have the time, of course. If I can buy their merch, wear their merch, all that shit, whatever feels right. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money. So it's like these girls that I probably just talk to, and if I feel them, and if they acknowledge what I do as a person, they're like, oh man, this guy has good art, his art is really good. Why wouldn't I? You know what I'm saying? Like, acknowledge their love type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're beautiful women. You know, they know what to tell a dude. They know how to talk to somebody. They know how to they understand